Hello, friends. Welcome to another session on Code with Matt. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. And if you like what you are watching, kindly hit the like button. Thank you very much. So, the last time we started a tutorial series on C program. So, today we are going to continue in this very short video. So, we are going to look at how to set up for programming in C. Setting up for programming in C it's not rocket science. It's actually something that you can do. All you need is you could use your computer, you could use a mobile device. So either you have a computer or a mobile device, an Android device, an iPad can be used to write C programs. So what else do you need? You need a text editor. So on your computer right there, either you're on Windows, either you're on Linux, or you're running Android or iPad, you will need a text editor. You would need a compiler. So you have a compiler installed. If you're running an iPad, you should just be able to go online and then you would see how you could get an a Linux environment on your iPad. Or you could check your app store for applications that can write C program and run C programs. That would also do. So you would need compilers. Examples of compilers are GCC or CLang compiler. There are also other compilers out there, but these are the two most common that I know of. There are other things that we could use. For example, you could use an integrated development environment. For example, CodeBlocks. CodeBlocks is very useful when it comes to writing C and C++ and running it right there without the use of your terminal. Another is VS Code or Visual Studio. There are other IDEs out there, but these three would excel when it comes to C. For the yes, okay. The output of your program may vary depending on your operating system and the architecture of your computer. So, for example, you may have a different output. Sometimes you may have a different output when you are running on a 64-bit operating system as opposed to a 32-bit operating system. So that may affect the output of your program when you are coding in C. However, for the purpose of this tutorial, what I'm going to be using VS Code for text editing. You could use other text editors. For example, you could use Emacs. I enjoy using Emacs. You could use Vim. These are command line editors that will be available for you if you are running a Linux environment or you are using a sandbox environment. I'm going to be using GCC compiler, which I'm going to be using through the command line. And then my base operating system is Linux Ubuntu 2204, which is running on a 64-bit architecture. Let me show you what my setup looks like. So this is VS Code. If you like to use VS Code, you could just search on Google on the Microsoft website. You would see how you can download VS Code from the Microsoft website. So VS Code, right here, it has a file explorer. So in this file explorer, the reason why you could only see this folder, C tutorial, which is a folder I've created for this tutorial. So all our source codes will be inside this folder. So, but I've opened this VS Code right in this folder. That is why this is the parent folder you have. All our source codes will be here. I can create a file, hello.c. then we could write our code inside here. So after writing the code, we can run it here. We will compile using GCC. So we will talk more on how to write the codes, and then we'll talk more on how to compile in later videos. So that is all just what I want you to see. I don't want to use the VS Code run. So the truth is I've actually configured my VS Code to be able to run the C program, but I don't want to use that for the purpose of this video. So if you are so good and you can configure your VS Code to use run, and you just run your program out of VS Code, then there is no problem. It still works. But for the purpose of this tutorial and for the purpose of learning, I'm just going to show us how we are going to compile with GCC. We'll talk about the different flags of GCC. Then maybe later we will look at different ways you can configure VS Code to actually run your program without having to use the terminal. Alright, thank you so much, guys. If you have not yet liked this video, please kindly click on the like button, and if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, you will do us very good if you can subscribe and be easily updated every time we post new videos. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time when we look at the anatomy of a C program. Thank you. Bye.